This is the audio version of the report entitled the ERC Dancing Final Conference. This is the executive summary. This report gives an account of the Dancing Final Conference, which was held on 19th and 20th of June 2025. The conference presented the main findings and results of the European Research Council funded project protecting the right to culture of persons with disabilities and enhancing cultural diversity through European Union law, exploring new paths, dancing, led by Professor Delia Ferri, Professor of Law at the School of Law and Criminology of Maynooth University. The Dancing Final Conference aimed to reflect on the key achievements of the project, but also to explore future directions for research, policy and practice related to European Union, EU, disability law, and the right to cultural participation of persons with disabilities. The conference brought together academics, policy makers, persons with disabilities, artists and other stakeholders. Over 2 days, participants engaged in thematic panels and roundtables. The dancing project, running from the 1st of September 2020 to the 31st of August 2025, pursued 3 main objectives: to identify barriers and facilitators to cultural participation by persons with disabilities, experiential, to explore how EU law can promote disability rights and cultural diversity, normative, and to offer a new theorization of cultural diversity in EU law, theoretical. All 3 objectives were discussed throughout the conference. The first day focused on the research findings and academic contributions of the project, while the second day turned to policy implications and tools for change, including the launch of a policy brief comprising recommendations for European Union and national policymakers and a toolkit for cultural stakeholders. Notably, the conference was opened by a video message from Professor Adam Bodnar, Minister of Justice of Poland, on behalf of the Polish Presidency of the Council of the European Union, 1st of January 2025 to the 30th of June 2025. 2 keynote speeches, respectively from Professor Bruno de Witt, Emeritus Professor at Maastricht University and member of the Advisory Board of the Dancing Project, and Ms. Immaculada Plasencia Porrero, member of the UN Committee on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities and senior disability expert at the European Commission, marked the 2 days. A keynote dialogue led by Professor Mark Priestley, Emeritus Professor at Leeds University and member of the Advisory Board of the Dancing Project, concluded the second day of the conference. The Dancing Final Conference also included 2 side events that marked the artistic collaborations deployed during the course of the project. The first was the unveiling of the artwork Odisseo Ulysses, created by artist Tiziano Pantano. The second was the premiere of the documentary Steps to Change Following the Dancing Project 2020 to 2025, produced by Finnish Productions Limited and directed by James Kelly. Besides discussing the conference content and its most significant moments, the report outlines key organisational aspects with a focus on how accessibility was planned and delivered throughout the event, in line with the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, CRPD, and dancing's own accessibility strategy. Strategic planning was vital to ensure that venues were accessible to wheelchair users, but also suitable for people with a range of disabilities. Accessibility measures further included provision of Irish Sign Language, ISL, interpretation throughout, alternative formats, Braille, large print, digital soft copy of the programme and relevant documentation of the conference, as well as the embedding of accessibility features in the documentary and the artwork. On the whole, the Dancing Final Conference showcased the cross-cutting nature of the interdisciplinary research conducted, but also highlighted the project's commitment to bridging academic research with practice and to ensuring that persons with disabilities are active participants in shaping inclusive cultural spaces across Europe.